Hey my loves, my feminines, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? Don't try to force it if it don't fit, honey, okay? Thank you so very much, boo thing. Let's go ahead, jump right into the reading. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Somebody crushing. Somebody's crushing on you. All right. They want to reconcile. They want to come together. This could be two separate energies, though. You could have somebody crushing on you and somebody that want to reconcile with you. And Spirit wouldn't say it like that for no reason. But it could also be the same person. Let us see, shall we? What are the messages here for our feminines? Thank you, Spirit. We have text message, all right? Message. Somebody's going to be reaching out to you. All right. This could also be via social media. It says spying, online dating, reminiscent networking. Somebody's looking you up online. They like what they see. Okay. They like what they see. They're curious. They're like, let me hit her up. You know, let me hit them up. Let me see what's going on. Communication, news, phone call, direct message. Okay. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Okay. We have addiction. Ooh. I'm getting it as somebody feels like they're obsessed with you. Somebody feels like they're addicted to you. But this could also be someone who had a toxic attachment going on at the same time that they became obsessed with you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and you have to read between the lines because this person got something else going on. So you're like, I didn't think they were into me like that. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. We have hookup. Oh, Lord. Okay, they have a third party somewhere here in this situation. Okay, we have surrender. Okay, I feel like this person or you thought that it was just going to be a quick situation, like boom, this happened, you know, and that's it. Thank you, that's it. No, it's not like that. It's more to it here. Okay, and perhaps the both of you are being guided to surrender to see what this is. Yeah, we have social media. They're watching you for sure. Okay, because online you get a glimpse of what a person is like. You don't see everything now because not everybody is like us feminine. Not everybody gonna put the real. Some people want to paint a picture online and stuff like that. Y'all, please, everybody got time for that. Okay, this is me, honey. I don't have time to fake and flex because then when you meet me in real life, you'll what, be disappointed? I don't have time for that. Okay, how about I underwhelm you online? And then you see me and then you be like, oh, shoot. Like, how about that? How about we do that instead? You know, so I don't know. But this person likes what they're seeing. Whatever it is that you're posting, whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, because you're the truth. And not everybody is the truth. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you're posting, whatever you're doing, you are who and how you are online for real. It's not a joke. It's not a persona. It's not like, oh, I'm showing up as this online version of myself. No, you're showing up as you. This person may know you for real. I mean, if y'all actually had intimate moments, it says intimacy. If y'all had intimate moments or a relationship that may have seen or come across as casual, this person knows you in real time. So whatever you're posting is actually hand in hand with who you are in real time. So it's just making them yearn for you, it feels like. Okay, and that's very specific, like oddly specific. But it says confession, clarity, reveal secrets. Excuse me, mystery. Exactly. Because, you know, you don't post everything. You don't put everything out there. You don't, yeah, this is where I'm going. This is my location. Like, everybody want to share the location, talk about where they're going, who they with. It's none of their business. You know what I mean? You find out when you find out. I might post it 3, 4, 5 months after I was already there. You know, that event Ben came and went, you know, type of situation. But this person could be feeling a little bit restless right now, wondering what you're doing because of the amount of confusion that surrounds your posts. Like, again, they're spying on you online. They like what they see because what they see is who you are. You're very mysterious by nature, I suppose, but that would also make sense. This is a divine feminine reading. All right, so we have ghosted. If you're not speaking to the person or if you've been silent, if they text you and you didn't respond, they're trying to put pieces together. You know, they're trying to figure something out here. All right, let's see. Our feminines. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, we have memories and secret accounts. Yeah, this person is definitely spying online. Whatever memories they have of this situation, this intimate moment, one night stand, intimacy, casual relationship, or fling, child, they can't get it out their head. We have happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focus. All right, so right now you're doing you. You're like, if this person really wants me, they know where to find me. Otherwise, I don't know what they're talking about, or something like that. You may feel like this person had that toxic attachment in their life, and so you look at them as like a clown. It says Jack A, you know, jackers. Like, it's too late. Okay, it's too late, jackers. Okay, you took too long. Okay, but this person wants to pop the question. They love everything about you, honey. All right, you may be a go-getter. You have side hustle here. This may be a hustler as well. Somebody that, you know, they're always getting to it, always getting to the bag. You're always getting to the bag. That's very attractive to them and you. We have fake busy. Ooh, this could be somebody that feels like you're trying to say you're busy, but you really are. You're really hustling out here. It says side hustle. Okay, you ain't got time to be sitting up here, you know, with your hand out, waiting on nobody. You also know what time of year it is. It gets busy. All right, so you like, between me actually being occupied and me praying, I am busy. I am tied up. I am occupied. All right. It says faith, healing, meditation. This person could also be praying that the two of you get to come back together. Okay. They could be praying that their situation improves. If you didn't see the last reading I posted, go check it out. We mentioned something about that. A person could have been going through a certain financial situation, but they were praying to source to change their situation so that they could do the things with their feminine or for their feminine that they wanted to do. Okay, if I'm not in a certain position to do certain things, I want to be able to. So let me pray on that. Let me work on that. Again, back to the side hustles. Both of you working. Both of you, you know, filling your schedules up with work. All right. So bumping heads. Again, I just feel like this relates to their idea of what was going on between y'all versus your idea of what was going on between y'all. Okay. Like, in your head, you could have thought like things were moving towards something more serious, more committed. In their head, things were more casual. It could have been a workplace affair for some of you with that energy being here. Not for all of you, but just take it as it applies. Could have met this person at work. We have left you hanging. Yeah, so the person left you hanging multiple times over is what I'm getting. Okay, and so now that you're pulling your energy back, they feel as if you're leaving them hanging. I did also see mirroring when I was shuffling, so that makes sense. We have no strings in GPS. It started as a situation, again, that was casual, no strings. But now it's like this person wants to do any and everything to get to you with GPS here. I left you hanging because there was no strings, there was no definition, there was nothing to it for real. It was all casual. Then out of nowhere, you disappeared. Now the person is like, what you doing? You know, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if they know. Yeah, funeral is like something ending, something being over. They don't want it to be over. We have Queen Bee. Okay, secure, confident, boss bitch, career focus. You have a secure attachment style. That's what it is. They're not used to you. So you excite them in every which way that you could possibly think of. They're not used to someone like you. Okay, and then the word oracle just popped up on, I'm not going to say her name, but you know who. Start with an A and an N with an A. Got an L in the middle and some X's. Or an X. Okay, I'll say that. But she just had a picture of a word that said, okay, so it's like, yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah, rejected. You could be in this Queen Bee energy. You made this person feel rejected. Okay. Because again, they left you hanging time and time and time again. You could have revealed to this person what your truth was, how you felt about them, different things like that. All right. So the energy is like it reversed, it flipped or something like that. Anyway, so this is shocking to this person that you're able to turn your back or you're able to stand up for yourself like this. This is very shocking for them. They're not used to this. Yeah, see, they were moving real reckless. Okay, but this person ended up falling in love is what I'm getting from that. Okay, they were moving real reckless. Now they feeling under pressure, feeling anxious, like they have to make a decision. Their time's running out. Remember, we saw too late. Yeah, because they didn't realize that you were this Queen Bee energy. You're very mysterious. Perhaps you just let them kind of think whatever they wanted to think to kind of see what their intentions were. We have spell, love, and now they're trying to put a spell on you. And we keep saying it. So listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not the one to doubt my intuition, okay? You can do whatever you like, beloved. I'm not here to force you, twist your arm, convince you to believe what I believe. No. I am someone who is a firm believer in Christ. You know, that is my rock. That is my dude. That is my brother. Amen. God is my father. I am his daughter. You understand what I'm saying? However, this keeps coming out. So I don't doubt what I'm feeling. I don't doubt it, okay? My discernment is on point. I trust it. That's it. I'm at that point in my life. I advise you do the same. If we keep saying something about spell work, honey, it's not a coincidence. Whether it be the person is doing the spell work, which I definitely feel that's what it is. The karmic could be doing spell work to try to intervene. It could be a little bit of both, honey. I mean, they resonate for a reason. They're on each other like that for a reason. You, on the other hand, you like, this whole toxic lifestyle thing they got going on, it's not for me. You know, I'm into self-love. I know who I am. I'm secure. I'm confident. You know, again, with the hustles and the side hustles, and, you know, you're on your boss, career, focus, energy. You don't have time for this. Yeah, see, they're still connected to karmic. They have karmic ties. So that's the type of stuff they do. What I just said. What did I just say? I wish I could see my face. Hold up. No, I'm not going to scrunch, but that's okay. That's the point right there. You don't shrink yourself. Okay, Boo was about to try to put us over there. God, fuck that. All right, thug. So this person could be a thug. Okay, toxic lifestyle. Thug that lives a toxic lifestyle. Maybe they didn't know. I mean, you're a unicorn, feminine. They don't know what you know, how you know. You could be a little bit of everything, honey. They don't know. That's what draws them into you. You're mysterious. They have no idea. They're like, you just seem so different from our usual type. Are you? You get what I'm saying? Or are you just someone that has mastered themselves, and so you know how to move at certain times and things like that? Like, it's a time, it's a place, it's a season, you know. You don't just move however, all right? But that's something that when you're stuck in a karmic, toxic lifestyle, you wouldn't understand. So that's why the two of you keep bumping heads, because they keep doing things that are reckless. And you're like, you move like somebody who doesn't have anything to lose. And I have a lot going on. So, you know, the two don't mix. All right, so we have not happy. This could be someone, I feel like, yes, this not happy is because they're not happy without you, but it's also because they're typically just not a happy person. And it could be because of the energy that they're around. What's to be happy about? Okay, massive regrets. I'm stuck with this karmic who I may not have even really wanted to be with in the first place, but it was convenient. And they fed my habits, because we have drugs and alcohol here. Then we also had the toxic life. You know, they fed my toxic lifestyle. It was a toxic attachment that fed my lifestyle. It provided me with certain things that I enjoy. So, you know, never mind the healthier choice. Never mind the healthier alternative. And that's the thing. You asked Queen B. You said, I'm Queen B. I'm not an alternative. I'm the healthy choice. So that's how you know we just, you see, we're not in the same space. That's why you bump heads. You look at it as an alternative. I look at it as this is the only choice. Where you have a karmic lifestyle, a toxic lifestyle, I have a healthy lifestyle. The two don't mix. All right, so there's that massive regret. Okay, and again, it's not to say you can't unwind, you can't sip your wine, you can't 1, 2 and do your flower and your herb. It's not to say any of that. Y'all know how Blue feels about her stuff. It's about how you do it. How often you do it. Different things like that, you know. So we have divine feminine. I can't make it up, baby. What? Coming from a true divine feminine. Okay? Can't make it up. So this person was showing you that they're shady. And you said, you and this mask you got on, I'm not feeling it. I'm not into the mask thing. And you can see right through the mask. So this person could have been coming to you, showing you their representative. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. They could have been coming towards you, showing you their representative. You know how it is. You meet somebody, oh, this is what you like. This is what I think you into. So this is what I'm going to present. You never did that. You don't move like that. You show up as yourself. You're like, this is me. This is who I am. Notice that this person has a crown on. This person has a crown on. You know how some people see you and they be like, oh, you do this and you do that. You extra. That might be who and how you really are. Like, you might just be someone who feels like I am the temple, so I'm going to adorn my temple. However I choose to dress myself up or whatever I have on is to show my temple respect. So if you feel like I did too much, no. did I do enough is the question, you know, because this is my temple. So whenever you linked up with the person, maybe you know, were always dressed as it was like, you know, we just chilling, right? Or something like that. Who knows? But it's like, that's just who and how you are is when we get here, divine feminine. But this person wears a mask and they try to pretend that they're a certain way to match up with you, only to be like, oh no, that's not really what I like. That's not what I'm into. That's what's throwing you off, okay? They weren't in a place where they were ready to evolve, where they were ready to grow. That's why them in karmic resonated so well. They weren't ready. I mean, you got karmic ties. Look at this person. Let me just show y'all. Look at this person. And then look at divine feminine. Do they look the same? Do the energies look the same? Do they feel the same? Exactly. No. Okay. No. So we have bad news. So this person may take your rejection as bad news. Then they may be drinking to try to cope with this because they have massive regret. So here's the thing. They come in trying to sweet talk you, wanting to romance you. This person is someone who feels like, hey, my way or no way. And that's been coming up a lot. Look at all the cards we have here. Why would those keep coming up? Because it's a message there. Okay. This is someone who's feeling heartbroken because of the karma that they're experiencing. We never had this card. Okay, it says karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Okay, they're going through it. Going through it. Okay, what's back here? Wish. And they're hoping and praying, wishing that you come back. We had this before, didn't we? Okay, so look at the synchronicity there. Now let's get into the tarot, y'all. This person is not happy without their feminine, trying to do all sorts of things to cope. Meanwhile, the reality of the situation is they left you hanging and you're securing yourself. So instead of you beating yourself up or beating them up or going after karmic, you said, all right, you do you, y'all be blessed, live well. You moved on about your life. Now the person is like calling you, trying to get in contact with you. It's like, are you okay? Because this is clearly not what you wanted 2.5 seconds ago. Now all of a sudden, this is everything that you're after or something. But it's because, yeah, divine counterparts, you see there? I knew it. It's not just that you're divine feminine, because you're divine feminine, so you're going to attract that attention anyway. You are a whole vibe, my love. Nevertheless, it's like the vibe is more than just the vibe. It's the truth. Divine feminine is the truth. This is a queen bee. It's not a joke. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, this is a facade. No, this is really who you are. You're really the truth. Okay, it's not, oh, this is what I'm saying online. No, this is really what I do. I get it all done. I take care of my family. I do what I gotta do for myself. I show up for the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm divine feminine. What? Okay, I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I'm not perfect. Okay, but I am whole. Okay, and I help others find themselves so that they can feel complete. I'm divine feminine. Okay, I'm not out here chasing behind nobody. All right. Chasing behind nobody, pissy tail son. I'm not doing that. Okay, I have goals. I have dreams. I have a mission. I have work to do. It's a community to serve. I don't have time to sit around playing with you. Okay. Argue. Ain't nobody finna argue with you. Okay. Ciao, good night. Thank you, spirits. What are the messages? All right. We have the 5 of Swords. Oh, and it's sideways. I feel like they're just getting, there is no competition. Nobody competes with their feminine. And they feel nobody competes. All right, yeah, the Queen of Wands. Hello. Nobody's going to compete with that. Your energy's up there. Your vibrations up there. You're operating in your power. You're very independent, magnetic. What? Who's messing with the Queen of Wands? Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups, memories, and we have the Page of Wands. All right, so because of these memories, this is the message. They could also be looking at old messages with the 6 of Cups and the Page of Wands. They could be looking at old messages between y'all. Maybe some spicy messages with the Queen of Wands there. And feeling like, dang, you know, the conversation used to be spicy and now it's serious or something like that. We do have the hookup energy here. So it could have went from y'all being real like flirtatious and, you know, sending those type of pictures back and forth, a little sexting going on. And then, whoop, got real dry. You got real serious or something like that. Well, because y'all kept bumping heads, okay? I mean, in order for the queen bee to open up to you in that way, she has to feel secure with you. I'm already secure in myself, so I could do that with myself. But in order for me to open me up to you, I have to feel secure with you. And if I don't trust you, my mans, well, shit. You see what I'm saying? So where we go from there? Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Yeah, but they do love you. It's a deep love too, my lord. Okay, so this could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it don't have to be. All right, just like this could be Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. Could have it somewhere on the chart. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, North Node, South Node. Doesn't matter the placement, right? Nevertheless, not really South Node though. That's more so karmic. But nevertheless, I would say this person has a deep love for you. Okay, this is somebody that comes off like a very protective type of energy. They want to take care of the people that they love. Okay, think Cancer. Cancer is fourth house. Fourth house is home. Home is roots. Everything that is home. I want to take care of my home, make sure everybody's safe, everybody have what they need. Cancer is also known as, you know, someone who can be very stubborn or set in their ways. You know, they're hard to get through to, or, you know, think of that tough shell. But once you get through to this person, you're in. You in like Flint. Okay, so it's like that. With Judgment here, this is their discernment on a situation. They feel like they can be all of themselves with you. Remember that mask with the shady card? They can take that mask off. Child, first of all, you saw straight through it. That was the problem for you. I can see through your mask, so why do you have it on? Okay, but this person was just comfortable to having it on, or with having it on. So they just kept it on. Okay, you know, pretending like they were this representative, thinking, oh, this is what the queen bee is into, instead of just showing up as themselves. If you this thug, be this thug. You don't know what I like. You don't know what I'm into. Don't do that. Because see, you coming at something else, now maybe you're stunting our growth. Okay, don't do that. So let's see here. We have the Seven of Pentacles and it's sideways. Okay, so again, when it comes to investing your time, your energy into this, Four of Wands is the underlying energy, twin flame union. I could invest into this, but is it going to be stable? Is it going to be secure? Are you gonna like, you know, leave me hanging again? Because that's what this person like to do, remember? So it's like, are you going to leave me hanging again? Because if you leave me hanging again, you know, it's a waste of my time. And as Queen Bee, I could be putting my time, energy, effort into other things. I don't have to be doing this right now. You know, sorry to sound like a broken record, but damn, okay, exactly. You just got tired of sounding like a broken record. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Swords, okay. It's like, do you want me to act like I can't see what I see? That's the part, okay? That's the part. It's like, that's why they freak with karmic. Because karmic is so... What did Glorilla say? These niggas ain't got no type. They want a stupid bitch. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You ain't got no type. You just want somebody that's stupid. You just want somebody that don't see through what's happening. I'm sorry. I can't be that for you. I guess I'm not your type then and shit. You know? But that's not true. Okay? Four of Wands here. There you go. Exactly. You are the truth. You are the truth. You have the Hermit. Yeah, exactly. So you got ghosts. You went within. You said, I can't do this deceitful, lying stuff. You see, here's the thing. When you're messing with a divine feminine, when somebody's on a certain vibration, man, I swear, it's like people do this to themselves. They fumble every time. When somebody's on a certain vibration, they give you the opportunity to freak with them. All you have to do is be 100. That's it. It don't matter what the situation is. If the person allows themselves to get involved in that situation, well aware of what it is, and you mess it up, my friend, that is on you. You did that. You can't blame nobody but you. That's what I see here. All right, so the Death card is like you said, I can't do this. It's time to evolve. And that's what we saw earlier. It's evolution. It's growth. It's no more just at a standstill waiting for this person to decide, yeah, I'm over these addictions. I don't want these things anymore. You and this person's heart speak the same language, because we have the King and now the Queen of Cups. Your hearts speak the same language. Everything that your heart has been yearning for, their heart has been yearning for. And you finally found that in one another, but this person wants to move how they're moving. You know, that's the best way. Like, it's like they have this trickster spirit, with them. They have this trickster spirit. They could be very immature, very childish. You know, it just makes me feel like if they were operating in their power, they could be truly powerful. Because I think of things like Papa Legba, right? So if they were to operate in their power, they would be truly powerful. But they're coming from a place where they're wounded. They're still like, I can't think of the term right now. Okay, but they're still coming from a place where they're like acting out, immature. They haven't matured in their spiritual abilities yet. So they're still cutting up. So they have this trickster spirit, and they fully haven't tapped into their power. So this is how it's coming out. A mess. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, so we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is rejection, feelings of rejection. Okay, a person could feel like you're rejecting them, but you are. We did see that. See, that's double confirmation. Thank you, ancestors. I almost forgot. That's double confirmation on that. You have been making this person feel rejected, text message, but it's because they're not speaking their truth. They're not. You're living in authentic energy. They aren't. The two things don't match. Is this the right deck? I don't even know if this is the right deck I want to use. If this is not the right deck, I be done got another deck. Because it's a very specific deck that I want to use, because I feel like it's a very specific energy that will come out because the way that this person is living. Authenticity and inauthenticity don't fit in the same category. If I'm being true and you not, those two things don't match. Okay. So we have, see the Five of Cups. That was the underlining before. Shuffled the heck out of it. Y'all saw it. Y'all heard it. Here it is again. The Knight of Swords. I know what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and get it done. This needs to be taken care of. What is this? Me being curious about this soul contract that I have with this divine feminine. You have to understand how special and sacred you are, divine feminine. And I feel like if I'm talking to you, you understand. Here on this channel, oh, you're going to be empowered, beloved. I'm sure you already know who you are if you found yourself here. But I'm not just here for the drama, the nonsense, the BS. This is not just entertainment. Do you see that in my About Me section? No, you do not. This is a true, authentic gift. I've read from my elders. I do work with my ancestors. We are not just like playing. This is not just entertainment. So I'm going to make sure you understand how sacred you truly are, divine feminine. But I feel like this person is recognizing that as well. And they really want to dive deeper into this soul contract with you. But in order to do so, they have to drop these ways. And if they're not ready to transform, I feel like they may experience a tower moment soon. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about one-sided connections. So, or reciprocity. In this essence, it feels like one-sided connections. Okay. This is the universal law of reciprocity. That's what it is. Right now, because of the surrounding energies, that's what it represents. One-sided connections. Seven of Cups is the underlining. Other options. You felt like this person treated this as it was optional. They treated this as it was casual. We talked about that. They treated this as it's not that important. It's not that significant. The list goes on and on and on and on. Therefore, why would I, who am well aware of what myself, me, who I am, what my mission is, what I'm here to do, what my goals are, why would I allow myself to get distracted by somebody who doesn't even take me serious? You see? But then in comes the person wanting to be taken serious. It's like, come on, sir. You just have to make this make sense, okay? But the reality of it is, logical sense, it does not make. So trying to make sense of it, back to that Seven of Cups, okay? It just won't make no sense. So we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords being anxiety, frustration, insomnia. This person is overthinking. What are they overthinking about? These massive regrets. Okay, harmony is the underlining Ten of Swords. Oh, let me back up. Let me slow it down before I get a ticket. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is happily ever after. Happily ever after looks different for all of us. Happily ever after for me might be running around somewhere in a big ass open field with some fucking unicorns and shit. Ten of Cups for you may be like being in a little ass cottage. You know, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's different for all of us. So let's just see. It's the memories. This person feels like they really messed up. They can't get you out of their head. It's not a Swords, it's the memories. Looking at your pictures, true colors. You see their true colors, they see yours. We have getting readings. They're getting readings on you. They know that you think they're shady. Because they're like, why haven't I heard from them? Why aren't they talking to me? You know, these little hotlines and things like that. I used to work on one of those back in the days when I first started doing this for the public. But they hitting up one of these little hotlines and shit and seeing like, okay, what is feminine doing? How are they feeling about me? What are they thinking? You know, things like that. Okay, what are they thinking? Child, they're getting all the information, all the details on you. They know that you think that they're shady, but it's true. We have the Page of Cups, so they want to apologize. See, Tower. Didn't I say that? I said, I feel like there's a Tower moment coming for this person because the way they moving. I said that. It's like there are certain adjustments that you have to make. Spirit's going to tap you on the shoulder, but so many times. The event you don't do it, fine. Here you go. Go ahead. And it's not always to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's not to hurt you ever, really. It's to help you. In that moment, you might say, oh, this is painful, but it's never to hurt you, right? So we have the Magician. Exactly. It's to help you manifest the things that you say you want to manifest. Oh, you want to manifest this feminine. You want to manifest victory and union, a successful 10 of Cups relationship with this feminine. Okay, well, this is the way to go about doing it. Not the 7 of Swords. You can come with the 7 of Swords, but it's not going to work with this feminine. Try that with another karmic, not this feminine. If this feminine is who you want, it's like very specific. There's no getting around it. Okay? And insanity is doing the same thing over and over, repeating the same thing over and over, whichever one, and expecting different results. You're not going to get it. It's never going to happen. So this feminine is like, I'm not driving myself insane. I already know what's up. Again, if you did not see the reading over on the Patreon, go check it out. If you didn't see the reading I posted over on the Facebook, go check it out. So yeah, it's a lot of things to just check out. Make sure you everywhere. Make sure you are a member on the YouTube. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Member over on the website. That's blueoverhealing.com. Go over on the Facebook. Make sure you're following the Facebook, Instagram, all that good jazz. I'm on Twitter too, but I haven't really been on there that much. Maybe 2026 we'll get back up there for the book club. Who knows? We'll see. Everything will have its purpose. Nevertheless, I feel like, this masculine is just realizing they cannot keep playing games with you. They can't. They can't keep playing games with you. This is what they want. They have to stand up and fight for it. No more the BS. Yeah, you're creating a lifestyle of luxury for yourself. 9 of Pentacles. You don't have time to sit around and play games with them. Knight of Pentacles. We can respect a steady king. You know what I'm saying? But this person has to work their way up to being that king. Because it seems like the way that they're coming right now is, I have this toxic attachment. If this is still here, I'm still going to have this mask on. These are just my colors. There's nothing I could do about it, but I still want you to come back. You don't want that. So I guess they'll just be heartbroken because we have the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the Emperor. So the Emperor would just feel heartbroken, like they're suffering emotionally without you, feeling overwhelmed with these heavy emotions. But the reality is, if they're not ready to change, then what changes? Nothing. Ain't about to keep talking to this person about the same thing. So I don't know what else to tell them. I don't know if you know what else to tell them, but I don't know what else to tell them. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages here for feminine? If you're interested in joining our book club in January 2026, speaking of the book club, make sure you send me an email, blueoverhealing33@gmail.com. If you're interested in booking personals, we do have 3 new services that we added this week. The Ultra Minis, the Minis, and the 3-question readings. And also, last announcement, this will be like the last 3 weeks to book an email reading if you want one. Otherwise, they'll be shelved until further notice, but they will be coming back at some point. Okay? All right, let's proceed. All right, so we have feel to heal, Ayshea. The wound you refuse to feel is the wound that refuses to heal, but pain buried alive never dies. So you know how I take that, feminine? If you, if you still are feeling the pain, but you cause yourself trying to bury it, trying to hide it, trying to deny it, this, that, and third, child, it's not going to work. But I don't feel like that's you. I feel like that's this one. The 2 of you are aligned souls, but this person I mean, you could be. Your souls that are meant to be aligned. That's how it feels. But they have to get themselves into alignment in order to align with your soul. Does that make sense? But it says this kind of connection won't demand your sacrifice. It will mirror your strength. You see? So if you feel like you have to sacrifice too much, then that ain't it. Love medicine. All right. It says you've tried being strong, smart, guarded, and self-resilient or reliant. Excuse me. But there's a part of you that just needs to be held. Let that part be found by love. So you've tried being strong, smart, guarded, and self-reliant. But there's a part of you that just needs to be held. Let that part be found by love. Okay, so love medicine. Feel to heal. See, they were trying to bury things underneath those addictions. Meanwhile, their heart is all open because of you. It's like, well, let your heart be open. Let yourself feel. Let yourself be loved. Tap into this truth. Tap into this ether. But again, you can't force a person. You're not about to twist their arm. We have projections. It says, not everything you feel is a fact. Sometimes your mind is filling in blanks with old stories. Okay. We have victim mode. Ooh. Yeah, they got to get out of that mode, out of that energy. Let yourself love. Let yourself be loved. All right. It says, blessed by fire. Looking back, you can acknowledge that every trial was an initiation. You are not cursed. You are blessed by fire. Ashe. All right. You are not cursed. You are blessed by fire. All right. Divine Feminine, you learn how to walk through the fire. Blessed be. Okay. What is fire to a Divine Feminine? A good time? So we have chosen legacy. It says, just because it runs in your blood doesn't mean it has to run your life. You are here to choose differently. All right. So we're talking to the chosen again. Talking to the chosen. You said, I don't have time to be distracted. You don't even have time to be distracted, masculine. We have things to do. Oh, shoot. We have unshakable. All right. It says, the path may be brutal and full of obstacles, but your purpose is stronger. Keep going and it will all be worth it in the end. All right, I know that's right. Underlying energy here is soft strength. It takes great strength to remain soft in a world that tries to harden you. Ashe, somebody gets me. Yes, it takes great strength to remain soft in a world that tries to harden you. Only the brave dare to feel, to love, and to face their own vulnerability. Yes, exactly. It takes true strength to remain soft. If I have to toughen myself up around you, beloved, I'm good. I've been tough long enough. I grew up a certain... I'm good. If I have to do all that, I don't want it. I'm like, that's where you coming from. You're the truth. You speak your truth. You live your truth. You are love. I am love. I allow myself to be love. I want to love freely. If I have to do all this blocking and all this other stuff, nah, I'm good. All right. It says karmic return. Every action, every silence, every intention, it's all recorded in energy, and energy always seeks balance. All right. So things will be made right. This person wronged you. If something was wrong here, it will be made right. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. I saw a comment tonight, and you guys know it takes me a while sometimes to go through the comments because of everything that I have going on, but I do acknowledge your comments on the videos. So I saw a comment tonight, and the person said, I can't wait till I get in a relationship where I don't have to get readings. Here's the thing about it. I can't wait for that for you either. But here's the thing. When your relationship is good, you shouldn't be worried about getting relationship readings, but you still may get readings, just not on relationships. You know, or on that person, because you trust that person, y'all connected, y'all good. You might still do your own readings, but as far as going and oh, what this person doing, what they doing. Now you probably won't be doing all that because you trust them, you know, or different things like that. You'll get readings still, but just not on that, you know. So of course it makes sense to you. I know it does. All right. And I wasn't going to get to your comments soon enough to reply. And I really wanted to reply to you. So I was like, let me let her know how I'm feeling. All right. But yeah, boo, that's for you. You still gonna get them, just not on that. Like, you might do it on yourself. Like, let me find out this bitch here, you know, or something. Or something like that. Because you're divine feminine, you know. Especially if this is just your stuff. If you're just into this, you know. We have All right, so we have divine timing and energized. All right, it says, my actions are divinely timed and intuitively led, unfolding in harmony with luck and cosmic favor. Ashe, blessed be, and it is so. Okay, then we have energized. It says, I wake up every day feeling energized, knowing that my purpose fills me with unstoppable momentum. Ashe, blessed be, and it is so. I love these. All right, let us see. Thank you, spirits. Releasing ritual. Yes, you've been letting go of whatever doesn't serve you. You have a high level of understanding. If you're an OG supporter of mine, you're going to be like, Blue, this sounds like everything you've been talking about for years, girl. Meanwhile, these new. Y'all know how it goes down. Shout out to E Money Grip. It's one of my supporters / acquaintances. She's told me for years, like, girl, you don't need them damn cards. But I use them anyway because I like the pretty pictures. I like the pretty pictures. It says, I release all stored negative emotions, trauma, and energetic blockages from my physical and spiritual being. Yes, and I love how it looks like a flow, like a pathway. I'm just releasing. That's actually one of the techniques that I used a long while ago, and I've shared that with you all before, so I'll share it again. When you're outside and you're grounding yourself, you can envision, like in your mind's eye, whatever you're releasing being put back into the earth, and you're taking the energy from the earth that you need. Releasing, letting go, and bringing in what you need is helping you ground and release at the same time. You like, I have this high level of understanding. I'm blessed by fire. I have a chosen legacy. I'm unshakable. I don't have time to sit here and pretend like I don't feel what I feel. I allow myself to be true to my feelings. You want to be over there and be fake and be fraudulent, you know, give the representative, that's cool, but I'm gonna show up as me. I'm not faking it. I'm not hiding it. I'm not flexing. I'm not doing none of that. This is me. Okay, it says, I honor the journey of self-discovery, knowing that understanding myself is the key to my empowerment. Ashe, blessed be, and it is so. Okay, I don't have time to do the whole let me impress. No, this is me, Empress. And so that should impress. The Empress should impress. If it doesn't, I ain't got time. I'm not seeking validation. You know what I'm saying? This is not that. Okay. If the Empress doesn't impress, then, I mean, I'm not seeking your validation. All right, so we have support system. It says the universe continuously connects me with those who believe in me and my vision. Ashe. I don't have to force it. It's either you believe or you don't. It's either you with the winning team or you're not. That's it. Okay, the universe continuously connects me with those who believe in me and my vision. Ashe. And the underlying energy here is I am always in the right place at the right time, ready to receive what is meant for me. Ashe. So if it doesn't come through, it must not be meant for me then. That's a true divine feminine. And so a person that realizes, oh, you're not like the karmics. No, because the karmic going to try to force. They're going to try to, you know, hold on to. They're going to try to control. They're going to try to, no, baby boy, this is not that. I'm a liberated feminine. I know who I am. I have a high level of understanding. I'm energized. Everything is happening in divine timing over here. So if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not, it won't. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? We have higher power. Exactly. It says, I am supported by a higher power that works beyond time, space, and my conscious understanding. I walk the path of spiritual mastery, actualizing the limitless power, wisdom, and love that reside within me. You understand what I'm saying? And then what's back here right quick? Power of intention. I direct my power of intention with focus and trust, knowing that I influence every event in my life. Okay, so I'm going to keep myself in alignment with my assignment. So what's meant for me will find me, boss. You feel me? I'm not about to sit up here and try to force nobody. Okay? So I feel like that's where feminine is coming from. It's drawing this person into you even more. You are just everything right now, beloved. And then some. I mean, you don't have to do it. I'll soup you up. That's fine. I'll soup you up. It's no worries. All right. But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. This was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Again, the information, that's where you can book personals, purchase any decks, copies of one of my books. I mean, you could also purchase it on Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Amazon.com, but all that information is in the description box beneath this video, y'all. All right. Other than that, again, if you're interested in the book club coming next month, email me. We have the 3 new services. Yeah, that's it. All right. So other than that, I'll speak to you soon. Peace and agri.